Hello and welcome to Clearview Television. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Nkiru Obuli. 8 persons have been killed during an early morning attack on the residence of Yoruba rights activist Sunday Adeyemo, better known as Sunday Igboho, in the Soka area of Ibadan, Oyo State. His spokesman, Olayemi Koika, has said the house was attacked around 1 a.m. on Thursday and also alleged the identities of the attackers to be soldiers. However, the spokesperson said Sunday Igboho is currently safe. Some of the occupants of the house were said to have been whisked away by the invaders, who were claimed to have dressed in military camouflage. The police public relations officer in Oyo State, Adewale Osifeso, when contacted, said he also heard about the invasion, but he would find out to know what happened. The reported attack is coming hours to a planned rally for the secession of Yoruba Nation in Lagos State. Igboho has been going across the southwest geopolitical zones to crusade his secessionist campaign, citing injustice meted out to the people of the region as well as worsening insecurity as reasons for his agitation. Meanwhile, the Are Onakankanfo of Yoruba land, Iba Gani Adams, this Thursday condemned in strong terms the attack on Sunday Igboho's house, claiming the attack was a plot to silence him from expressing his views on the state of the nation. R. Adams, however, charged the federal government to investigate the circumstances surrounding the ugly incident and also bring the perpetrators to book. Adams, in a statement by his special assistant on media, Kehinde Aderemi, described the attack leading to the death of 8 persons with wanton destruction of his property as very unfortunate.
Olóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ àti Igboho àti Sunday Igboho lórí ìròyìn tó ṣiṣẹ́ kẹ́yìn náà ti máa gbọ́ pé àwọn agbóhùn ya wọ ilé ìgbé rẹ̀ tó wà ní Soka nílùú Ìbàdàn lóru mọ́jú. Lára àpẹẹrẹ tá a ti rí àwọn arápá ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ́nà bíi 3 báyìí lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Níbi ẹnu ọ̀nà àbáwọlé tá a ti rí ọmọ odó kan náà ńlẹ̀ tí a ti tún rí àpá bíi tí wọ́n ti fi ọmọ odó já ẹnu ọ̀nà àbáwọlé náà wọlé bí nǹkan ṣe rí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí lówùúrọ̀ nírè nílé olóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ.
And with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, safely in its custody, the federal government has vowed that it will not spare anyone who collaborated with the Biafran leader to launch assaults on Nigeria and its people, no matter how highly placed such elements may be. This came as the federal government assured Nnamdi Kanu of fair trial to his 11-count treasonable felony, terrorism and illegal possession of firearms charge, which is pending before a federal high court in Abuja. The Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, made the position of the federal government known at a media briefing in Abuja this Thursday morning. But Mohammed, like his justice counterpart who unveiled Kanu's arrest and repatriation on Tuesday, declined to say how and where the IPOB leader was arrested and brought to Nigeria. Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State has urged the federal government to demonstrate the same zeal put into the arrest of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to the arrest of leaders of militia headsmen and Mieti Allah who have owned up to the killings in the state. He insisted that it was by so doing that the government will be taken seriously in its acclaimed fight against insurgency and terrorism in the country. The governor, who spoke this Thursday while flagging off the sale of fertilizer in Makurdi, urged the federal government to give Benue people justice by ensuring the arrest of leaders of militia headsmen who were killing and sacking communities in the state, thereby frustrating food production in the state. The governor lamented that with over 1 million internally displaced persons, Benue State was carrying a huge burden, needed a committed intervention on the part of the federal government to enable them return to their ancestral homes.
This is Abuja, the fastest growing city in the world. Thousands troop in and out of this great place. So, where are you coming from? Far north, south, east, or west? Let's share this wisdom with you about where to stay, considering comfort, prompt services, and above all, adequate security. ZAMFARA's Paradise Hotel, number 1 Domenico Gicho Street by Cetraco, by Jabi Lake Mall, Mabushi, Abuja. We invite you to get details of this hotel from our website, www.zeusparadise.com. Telephone 0807 050 0062. ZAMFARA's Paradise Hotel, complete home away from home.
ZAMFARA State Deputy Governor Mahdi Aliyu says he has chosen to remain in the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to honor the mandate given to the party by the Supreme Court. Aliyu, a son of a former Minister of Defense Ali Gusau, says he is opposed to moving into the APC, arguing that the Apex Court awarded the electoral victory in 2019 to the PDP and not just its candidates. The deputy governor also said he will continue as a deputy governor to serve the 4-year constitutional mandate given to him.
I and my boss, His Excellency Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalle Muradun, were jointly saddled with the enormous responsibility of running the affairs of our state for a 4-year term by the Supreme Court in a hallmark judgment that has adjudged as one of the most compelling in the history of Nigerian jurisprudence. No matter how one looks at it, the bottom line is that every single action, right from the unnecessary intra-party disagreements on the part of the opposition, which culminated into the court case, to the eventual judgment which gave victory to the PDP. Everything was specifically ordained by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to pave way for our party's emergence as winners in an election which we came second. By this singular act, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ascertained his position as the ultimate giver and taker of power so that our faith in him can be renewed. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, in the past several months, like everybody else, I have come across several news items and features in the media concerning likelihood of a possible defection by His Excellency Dr. Bello Matawalle Muradun from our party, the PDP, to the All Progressive Congress, APC. As his number 2, and since he hasn't mentioned it, I have always refrained from making comments on this particular issue, which in all honesty, I considered a mere rumor up until now, having heard his formal declaration in the media. I wish to state for the record, at no time have I been informed or consulted of any planned defection, either by my boss, the party, nor anyone else for that matter. I have also not been invited, either in my official or personal capacity, for any planned defection. For all intent and purposes, it is obvious the decision to leave me out of it is deliberate, and perhaps another ploy to sow discontent in my relationship with His Excellency.
Aliyu's principal, Governor Bello Matawalle, had on the evening of Tuesday, June 29, 2021, defected to the ruling APC, ending months of speculation and denial. This was despite an earlier vow in the name of Allah that he will never abandon the PDP that brought him to power for another political party. Matawalle had announced his defection at the Gusau Trade Fair Complex at an event attended by APC governors, ministers, and the secretary to the government of the Federation, Babs Mustafa. Governor of Rivers State, WIKE, says the credibility and integrity of the ZAMFARA State Governor Bello Matawalle Muhammad is now at stake following his defection from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the All Progressives Congress (APC). He said the preoccupation of any governor who means well for his state ought to be the delivery of dividends of democracy to the citizenry and not to join the APC that has failed Nigerians. The governor stated this during the inauguration of reconstructed Rumi War Chief Johnson Amadi Igbodo, Finima Arumo Kwereli, Bauchi Ohia, and Isaac Burr Streets in Old Government Residential Area, Port Harcourt. The governor said only spineless governors and politicians will succumb to threats and blackmail of the ruling APC to join the party or risk prosecution. According to him, only governors who cannot perform decamp to APC primarily to seek protection from a party that is allegedly fighting corruption. Thank you for watching. I am Nkiru Obuli.